Hello, my Aquarians on the path of true love for August 2019. I am your reader for today, Mark A. Lyons, Mal for short, the professional witch, the professional intuitive. And I am doing these readings today on August 1st, the first day of August, obviously, but Lughnasadh, High Holy Day. So blessed Lughnasadh. I actually recorded one for Aquarius already on the path of true love for August 2019. But with that last tail end of Mercury retrograde, it was glitchy. There were Wi-Fi issues, all that stuff. And then when I started editing the footage that I did have, I realized it was about me and a friend, not a romantic relationship, but one that it was absolutely a message that I needed, that he needed. And yeah, everything's fine now. Everything's fine, but some drama went on. I can't reveal, vows of confidentiality and all that stuff. But I played a role. I played a role in the service of a dear friend. So it was a true love, friendship, soulmate kind of thing. So it worked out well. So I'm glad to do it again. So let's dive in. It's a really good day for it. I wasn't up all night, but oh honey, the moment the moon went new and Mercury went direct, I was casting, I was praying, but in a very, very relaxed, leonine way. I've particularly been attuning to, well, for Aquarius, the goddess Athena, who sits in my throne of Aquarius, right? And Apollo, who sits in the throne of Leo. It's interesting because they're pretty much opposites of each other, but what these two gods have in common is the word Pallas, shining, P-A-L-L-A-S, Pallas Athena, Pallas Apollo, shining, bright. So let's do this, considering we've got this eclipse energy that, by the way, just because the eclipse happened doesn't mean we're not going to feel the reverberations. It's earthquakey, these eclipses and the black moon and all of that. So let's see how this is going for, I'm wearing and taking off my glasses because my eyes need a break from contact lenses for a few days, and that's fine. My body tells me what it needs. I listen, the Virgo that I am. But actually, when I read people, I prefer to just be bare-eyed. I don't know if that's the right word. Because as I kind of diffuse the third dimension, the fourth, the fifth, and beyond tend to reveal themselves to me, this stuff. So here we go. Let's get some archetype cards for the divine feminine and the divine masculine for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for August 2019. Please, God got us all that as one card for the divine feminine, a clue, a tip, a hint, just something for the divine feminine to identify themselves. Oh, we've got the Virgin. Interesting, the Virgin. And not always what you think it means, the Virgin. Virgin goddess is so interesting. As a matter of fact, Athena, considered a virgin goddess, does not mean she didn't have a sex life and a romantic life. It means that nobody owned her. In fact, there is some mythology that she actually had bore children, one I believe to Hephaestus. But, that's the thing about myth. When new myths emerge that I haven't heard of, I'm like, I need to Virgoize that. Oh, so let's get our divine masculine. Sorry about that digression. I am a Virgo with a Pisces moon and all that. Here we go. God got us all that is, please, one for the divine masculine in this Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for August 2019. Please, the divine. No, I can't tell between those two which it is. It's got to come around again. Please, one card for the divine masculine. There we go. In the Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs path of true love reading for August 2019. This one, the warrior, the virgin, and the warrior. Now, I could have sworn I've done this one before, or maybe, it was the warrior and the witch. Oh my God, was that the one that I did for Aquarius? Oh, it's very possible. The thing about being nonlinear time-wise, when I do this is that time, I could have dreamt it. I don't know. So Pisces moon, bear with me. Bear with. Now, I'm going to read what these cards mean when I get the other cards on the table, but this is definitely something's ringing, ding, 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 familiarity. Now, I have no planets in Aquarius. So that feels, okay, this one might not have anything to do with me, which would be nice. So my angels, the Raphaelites in particular, but any archangels that would like to contribute, please, one card in clarity, an overview, an angelic celestial overview of what's going on in this Aquarius sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, path of true love, August 2019 dealio. What's going on between this Virgin and this Warrior? Please, a clue, a tip. That's the one, a hint. Oh, enchantment. Yeah, I know. Some enchanted evening, blah, blah, blah. Not my favorite word. We'll get to it when all the cards are on the table, or at least the one from the first 4 decks that we usually start with. We save the Whispers of True Love card for the end. Usually one for each, and then a third overlighting. Oh my gods, there you are. Athena, Apollo, bright shining ones, please shine some truth. Sacred truth of the third eye, sacred Taluch Nasad, the 6th Sabbath, the 6th chakra. Seek only truth. Seek only truth. Please give us the light. Show us a clue, a tip, a hint for this Aquarius sun, moon, rising, Venus sign on the path of true love for August 2019. Gemini. Now, you know, I've said it before that this deck doesn't do a normal court system, does Maiden Mother Crone as Cardinal Fixed Mutable, mixes it up a little bit. I like that. So it literally says Gemini on the card, but this is not always necessarily a person, like in this case, a third person here. It can really be about the archetypal gestalt of Gemini. Did I say whatever I just said? Mercury is still in its shadow, and don't tell the muggles about the shadow of Mercury retrograde. It just makes them upset. What, still? Yeah, no, let them just get them coffee, get them what they need. So yeah, for the Aquarians here, get that there is something very Gemini-esque about it. There's a lot in there. It's Gemini, of course, there's a lot in there. Let's get the message from the masters here. My masters of true love, thank you so much. Just thank you in general. Doubt. They kicked that one straight out. Didn't even have to ask. You know, I bless all the decks beforehand, so they're all like programmed, if you like, to the reading at hand. I do that even before a client, right? So that when I actually do the shuffle, I know that they already know what it's about and they can have fun with me. But it's interesting with enchantment and doubt, because I have lots of doubts about enchantment. So let me go into this part of it. And you know what the best part of this is I get to wear my Ray-Bans. I get to do this. The Virgin archetype for the Divine Feminine. Now remember, we're not talking about bodily gender. I mean, I might say this every single time because I think it's important that people get that when we're talking Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, we're not talking about bodily gender or DNA or Y chromosome or anything like that. We're talking about energetic, and in this case, spiritual dynamic, mystical dynamic, because we're talking about the path of true love, a mystical path. This is not a traditional relationship reading in that sense. This is about something higher and really getting that from my gods. It's like, this is bigger overview. This is really something in the collective. So try and figure out, my watcher, which you are in this, not intellectually, but intuitively, which one really moves you. Are you the Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine? Because you could be a female that's playing the role of the Divine Masculine. However, you get what I'm saying. Virgin archetype. Maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. So again, it's not so much in its light side, its light attribute, about sexuality. It's about maintaining a certain sense of purity. And as a Virgo, I can relate to that, though I don't really think I have the Virgin archetype dominant in my astrological, in my alchemical makeup. It's one that I can relate to, so maybe it's second wheel. The shadow attribute, fear of intimate union. Now that connects with this card of doubt very, very strongly. Gemini about being of two minds of it, and enchantment. All right, let me get this one done and then we'll talk about enchantment because it's not my favorite word. The warrior, all right, the divine masculine in this. Light attribute, strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. Necessary on the path of true love, necessary. That, you know, the warrior, go read Way of the Peaceful Warrior, Dan Millman. I mean, it's a classic at this point, and he's written several books since. If that's your thing, I have no repulsion towards this. I'm very attracted to warrior archetypes, but in myself, it's like, man, I'm a witch. If I got to throw down, I can do it from my own living room. Thank you very much. And bathroom if we really need to go there. Oh, shadow attribute, let's do that while we're here. Shadow attribute, trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. Indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. I'm too much of an empath to even tolerate that in people around me, let alone have that within my own energy field personally. So get that, the Virgin and the Warrior. Again, like once I started adding these archetype cards, I can feel just throughout time the different archetypal relationships and patternings, right? All different countries. It really doesn't matter the time or place on the globe for the past, whatever, 3,000 years, 5,000 years. Certain relationship patterns have been playing out in this reincarnational spectrum. So this one feels reincarnational, just going to say. Does that mean it's a karmic relationship? Well, I think path of true love conquers all. So whether it's a karmic, which I don't really talk about karmic relationships so much as I talk about twin flames, soulmates, and true loves, go watch the video. I always put it in the end so that if people want to see it, they have access to it, but it's also in the links in the box below. This is a warrior's path, and yet the Virgin wanting to maintain purity in this. Okay, here we go with enchantment. Enchantment essentially means that something is not as it appears to be. I talk about this a lot when I read clients, because they're like, "Oh my God, it's so enchanting." So's a potion if you don't know what you're drinking, right? Something is not as it appears to be. Now, there are other definitions of this card that are a lot more the bunny of fluff. Oh, the divine is at work and the fairies of the universe and things are aligning. And yes, that might very well be true as well. But I guess it's just the earth sign in me. I'm doing such a 4-planet second house Virgo, right? It's just like, yeah, but what's going on? What deal is it? And I'm feeling that, my Aquarians, with this doubt. It's like, yeah. So everything is being arranged, that the mind here is really thinking both ways about it. So this feels right on with this relationship. There is something going on here, but it is hidden, or it is not as it appears to be. Enchanted. Where do you want me to go? Where do you want me to go? This one. Okay, so please show me the two minds of the Gemini energy here. It does. Is this another person? Is this a third person in it? No, it's not. Okay, it said lack of self-worth, which just means no. It would have been, believe me, there are plenty of cards in this deck that would have indicated if it was a third person. So please show me the two minds. Please show me of the two minds, Romulus and Remus, the two of the twins. Please give me the mind of Romulus in this. Happiness. Oh, so you know Remus. Ooh, please show me the mind of Remus in this Gemini energy here. Oh, and Trist. Well, that doesn't feel like too much of two different minds about things. Unless what we're talking about here is the difference between a hookup and actually really being happy together, which really feels. So that's not necessarily conflict, but I can feel that makes sense. It's like, well, we can play it along for a little while and just see what happens and just tryst. And you know, tryst always speaks to me of the element of clandestine energy, something hidden, clandestine. My darlings, look it up. It's a fabulous word, clandestine. You do fun things with the lips with a clandestine. A tryst is it has a little shadow in it. Well, it can have a lot of shadow in it too, which maybe is the case here. That maybe there's a doubt because there is so much that's hidden here, and maybe there's something that this has to be a little on the DL, so to speak, but that really there's a potential for happiness here. Remember, this is a Path of True Love reading. Like, I can't imagine a Path of True Love reading saying, burn them to the ground, walk away, pray they die. It's like, that's not what love would do. Like, that's how you stay on the path of true love. What would love do? What would true love do? Not that you know the answer, hence the path. So let's pull some more. Oh, are you going to let me do that? Yes, you are. My gods, please make sense. Athena and Apollo. In particular, one card in clarification for this enchantment. What is this enchantment about? Ooh, please, a clue, a tip, a hint about the nature of this enchantment. What does the enchantment conceal? What is the enchantment about? Well, just one card, more if necessary, but just one card, please. A clue, a tip, a hint. A clue, a tip, a hint. A clue, a tip. A hint. The Lovers with the Aquarius card. Okay. Yeah. Well, you know, Aquarians, you're ruled by Uranus. I'll just leave that one there. I think the joke is implied, right? I can't avoid that joke anyway. That doesn't mean I have to do with the follow through every single time. Wow. So this is a big deal. I mean, the Lovers card, Major Arcana. This is a big deal. That what this may not be what it appears to be on the outside, which might be this hookup, this tryst, this, well, it's happy, but there's actually love here. But there's a decision that has to be made. And with the Aquarius card in particular, it can involve a lot of people. It can involve friends. It can involve family. Like that can be part of the decision. What will they think? How will they take this? But on the other side of it too, it's very much friendly. You know, it's like you need a certain friendly to have a happy tryst, because I feel like that's true both sides. That this of two minds might actually be seeing the divine feminine and the divine masculine where they overlap here, which is, you know, makes sense. We're doing all this implosion of duality, right? So the yin and yang, the left, the right, the Romulus, the Remus, with that third, right, blending it together, thesis, antithesis, synthesis, right? Yeah, that's really, really interesting. Let me tune into the doubt here. Which one? You want another tarot? Fine. Can you please give us, oh my God, it's a clue, a tip, a hint, a little revelation, a little light, a little something about what this doubt is about. Doubt of what? Because it could be either side or both. I'm feeling that it's percentage wise, it's like a 60-40, if that, maybe like 51-49. A clue, a tip, a hint, please. What is this doubt about? What is this doubt about? Oh, the other Lovers card. There are two Lovers cards in this deck. So there you have it. I mean, really, the doubt is about what's being concealed, that this might very well be a true love thing. Now, by the way, I'll pop these up. What I love about the Daughters of the Moon tarot, which is what drew me to it, is that you have on this side, you know, the heteronormative male, female. I'm pretty sure that's a guy. I mean, who cares, right? And in this one, you have two women together. So there's so many wonderful, rich interpretations of the Lovers card in this deck, because Fiona Morgan designed it with two different ones, that it is a larger spectrum, but both indicating a decision, though this one obviously more about, you know, the internal, the self-love, but still a decision, a crossroads. This is really beautiful. I'm going to pull your last three here, my Aquarians. You know, I have a very, very dear Aquarian friend, as I mentioned before, and I just want the best for him. He's such a good friend. Like, Aquarians, you are the friends of the zodiac, your social circles and all of that. And when you feel isolated and when you're going through hell, particularly if you're the warrior in this scenario, Well, just remember to reach out. You know, you don't have to rescue everybody 24/7. Maybe that's just for my friend, who will probably never watch this. God, Goddess, all that is, please one whisper of love, and really a whisper of true love then, for this Virgin Divine Feminine in this Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign on the path of true love reading for August 2019. This one. True love. This love is a once in a lifetime love. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry. I mean, if you were looking for confirmation, got both lovers cards, but I get the doubt part of it, because we're supposed to doubt true love. It's not a hero's journey. It's not a good story unless we doubt it. The gods don't ask blind faith anyway. Mine don't. They're like, figure it out. It's a game. Play the game. Play the game. Play the game, and just know it all works out in the end for you, and it's not as bad as you think it is. And the divine plan is better than anything that we can think of. So, of course, the path of true love, individually and collectively, is part of the divine plan. It's a manifestation of the divine plan. So just roll with it. But I get you're allowed to doubt, particularly the divine masculine. All right, my darling. My gods. God, Goddess, all that is, please one card clarification, elucidation, a whisper of true love for this, the divine masculine warrior in this Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, path of true love for August 2019 relationship. Choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. So like the true divine masculine yang force that the warrior is, it's like, you got to choose, honey, because you know what? Oh, I get it. That the divine feminine virgin archetype here is just like holding the purity of this is true love. You can go do whatever you want. You can pound sand. You can come to me. You can walk away. Feels like the divine feminine might be just like, okay, in the last vestige stages of surrendering to, well, this is what it is. And if it's true love, I don't really have to do much, because I'm the divine feminine. I'm the magnetic. They're the electric. They're the electro. I'm the magnetic. They're the active. I'm receptive. When you're ready. When you're ready. And if that's the Aquarian in this, I could see them just pulling back into the atmosphere and say, well, you're going to have to get here when you get here, honey. Climb the mountain. Can you tell I've dated some Aquarians? I think I've dated all of the gay ones on Long Island. Freaks of the Zodiac. You want to do what? Sorry. God, Goddess, all that is, please one card for this relationship in general, for this path of true love, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign relationship for August 2019. Please, an overlighting clue, tip, hint. Thank you. Oh, I love you. These are very important words. The front and the back are exactly the same. I was like, what? Oh my God, I love you. These are very important words. I mean, we knew that. I mean, we could run with that for an hour, couldn't we? I mean, I love you. That it feels like that's that Gemini. It's like, well, is it lust to love? Was it the last thing you were dreaming of? Now all you want is just to love. Lust turn to love. It happens. Look, the gods can use apps. The gods know how to bring together the divine masculines and the divine feminines, the twin flames, the soulmates, the true lovers in a time of need. It's like we've been activated, right? And so this path is not just the fulfillment of the divine plan in that sense, it is, but it's the fulfillment of your emotional healing path, your spiritual path, your life path. It's a lens through which to see all of this. Someone's got to make the first move here, and honestly, warrior, if you really want to play the romantic thing here, really like make it a little Nora Ephron-ish, make the first move, because it feels like this divine feminine is ready. Yes, someone's got to say I love you sooner or later, and more than just like, oh, I love you, which is cute, Aquarians, but you know, look at the time we're in. Incarnate love, choose love. And let's do this for you all. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is. My angels, my gods, my masters, please bless all Aquarians Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs on the path of true love for this month, August 2019. May they be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to evolve, to become the best that they can be and fulfill their role in the divine plan and walk the path of true love all the way, all the way, all the way home. Thank you. Thank you. Blessed be. So mote it be. All right, my friends, my water bearers. It's a pleasure reading for you today. This feels really good. Reach out if you need a reading. If you want to go higher, if you want to go deeper, I'm easy enough to contact. Just go to jointhecircle.com. In my store, there is a, what is that called? Reading packages in the store. But above all else, please like, subscribe, and share these videos. They're getting out there and they're helping people. So be a part of the divine bucket brigade of tarot that I'm putting out there. All right, my darlings, my lovelies. Go have another cup of coffee. Keep it going. Blessed Luch Nasad. Happy August. But for now, hail, farewell, and blessed be.